everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, and we are live as Amanda Serrano is taking on Danila Ramos for the Unified Featherweight Championship of the World. The WBC was not sanctioning this bout. Again, the WBC is not sanctioning this bout, so it is only for the WBA, WBO, IBF, and the IBO titles. Featherweight championship. They will be fighting like the men do, 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 12 3-minute rounds. So we're going to see how this works out for the ladies because they typically only fight 10 2-minute rounds. So let's get ready to watch these ladies rumble. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in too. I wasn't going to do the live stream today. Your man's had surgery, but, I said, what the heck, man? I'm feeling okay. I'm at home. I'm feeling all right. Ain't nothing wrong no more. So we going to do the damn thing. Fighters getting introduced. Yeah, let me adjust that a little bit for the light, All right, there you go. Whew. Got my heater on out here. I don't know where y'all are at, but it's hot over here, cold over here in Oklahoma. Cold as hell. It's supposed to be 50 degrees tomorrow. All right, they fighters to the middle, getting the instructions from the referee. So we're going to see what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. On this, they did announce that Shadesha Green will be taking on Franchon Cruz December 5th on the undercard of Jake Paul, whoever he's fighting, whichever MMA fighter he decides he want to fight. Whatever. That's the fight I want to see. Shadesha Green versus Franchon Cruz for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. I'm telling y'all, you better watch out. Sweet Terminator is on a mission.
The two ladies in the ring, the one you're staring at, the real deal.
The real deal, Amanda Serrano, Danila, Ramos. Round one, here we go. 3 minutes again, here we go. Amanda Serrano comes out. As if y'all don't know, she's a southpaw and she can stick that jab. She typically comes out strong, quick jabs, popping them. With the time being 3 minutes, a lot of people was wondering would the action of the female fight be the same? Because in 2 minutes you got to get after it. They just get after it. But with 3 minutes, will they take their time? And will they fight kind of like, some of the men do, where they take their time and kind of try to break down their opponents methodically. But so far, I'd say the action is pretty at a pretty good pace right now. Nothing too bad, nothing too slow, none of that. So I'd say it's at a good pace right now. Definitely. Danila Ramos, she's landing some decent jabs right now. Amanda Serrano trying to find her way in as Danila Ramos is moving around, kind of side to side action, moving around the ring, which is good because you want to get out of the way of that power because Amanda Serrano definitely has some pop in those punches to be a featherweight. This is a good round for both of the ladies. Definitely even up until we're about at a minute and 15 seconds. This is an even round so far. Danila Ramos, she's slipping and throwing her jabs and connecting with jabs. So this is going to be an interesting fight because I did initially pick Amanda Serrano to win this fight. So this is going to be pretty interesting starting out now that Danila Ramos is slightly winning this round at this point, down to under a minute left. And she's Danila Ramos is countering, and she's landing that jab, and she's letting her hands go a little bit. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Amanda Serrano, she's reaching in a little bit too much. She has to try to work her way in. She has to find her pace, find her rhythm. Down to the body from Amanda Serrano right there. Right there on the belt line. That's a good punch. Right there on the belt line. Definitely definitely a better round than I thought I would see out of Danila Ramos. I'd argue that she won this first round. We're down to 10 seconds left in the first round. I would argue that she won this first round. She's moving really, really well. She's on her toes. You know, not necessarily just on the back foot, but she's moving really well. I got to score this. I wasn't going to score it. I was just going to admire it. And we back, and we back. Yeah, baby. It's pretty good action right here. Let me share this real quick. All right, we back. We back live with round number 2. Again, this is a 12 3-minute round women's fight for the unified featherweight championship of the world. Amanda Serrano, Danila Ramos. This is crazy historic right here. Never before have we seen anything like this. So, yep, as of right now, Amanda Serrano, she's applying steady pressure. But Danila Ramos, she got a really, really good jab. This jab is better than I thought it would be. And she's catching Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano is a southpaw, if you don't know. Danila Ramos is orthodox. Remember, I'm scoring this fight too, because I got to see how this goes. Now, one thing that Amanda Serrano is doing is no matter what Danila Ramos is throwing, she's just walking and coming straight to her. Good right hand right there, jab from Amanda Serrano. She's definitely doesn't seem to be too overdoing it, pacing herself, trying to make this a really, really interesting fight to show that women can fight the same amount of time as men. So we're gonna see how this works out. Good jabs right there from Danila Ramos. Inside jab from Amanda Serrano. I'd say this fight is evening out. Right here, Amanda Serrano is evening out. She's still taking jabs. She's giving a jab. I think she needs to figure out when to, at what point she needs to go forward and cut off the ring. That's one thing I think Amanda Serrano isn't doing right now. Maybe she'll pick that up in the later rounds. But I like what Danila Ramos is doing. She anytime Amanda Serrano gets close and is throwing something, she's coming back with 1 or 2 punches, and she's moving and countering. She's moving really well. Can she move like this for 12 rounds? 12 3-minute rounds? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Good jab and down to the body. These ladies are going back and forth. This is what you like to see right here. If they make it to the distance, I hope they just start going bombs away. This is what you want to see. Time! Round on the second round. I would say that was a pretty even round, but I'm going to even this up. I think that was a good round. And if you guys don't know and don't remember, Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor 2, the rematch, November 25th. That's the same day as Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez. I'll be watching, trying to watch both of those fights. I think Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor's fight will be taking place during the day here in America. It's back in Dublin, Ireland, I believe. So that'll be sometime during the day, maybe 4 o'clock Central Time, USA. But David Benavidez versus Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, I believe that's in Las Vegas. And yeah, I'll be watching that fight. See, I got to tune in for that. Go back and tune into that other video. I thank you guys for that. I'm over 4,000 views on that video. Thank you guys for all that. Round 3, we got it popping. Amanda Serrano comes out strong with that jab, dropping that overhand right. Still applying that pressure. Still applying that pressure. Down to the body and upstairs for Danila Ramos. This is good. Good jab from Danila Ramos right there. Definitely not intimidated or definitely not shying away from the moment for Danila Ramos. This is good. That Puerto Rico versus Mexico, where the fighters, it's always a war with those type of fighters. I like this. Danila Ramos and Amanda Serrano trading blows right there. Both of them land. 1-2 from Ramos right there. Woo! I think Amanda Serrano probably needs to step on the gas just a little bit, pick it up, because what Ramos is doing is whatever Amanda Serrano is doing, she's letting it go right back at her. So she's catching her with some good punches, a lot of good punches. Scoring with the 1-2s, Danila Ramos right there. Amanda Serrano, she seems content right now in these early rounds to just follow her around. Ramos is Brazilian, actually. My bad. Correction. Sorry about that. I thought I seen a Mexican flag out there. Thank you for the correction, said man one. I appreciate you, brother. I seen red, white, and green out there. Not the Puerto Rico, but the Mexican flag. Maybe it was somebody from earlier in the fight. But all in all, Ramos is fighting a really, really great fight right now. And definitely, she's fighting a hell of a fight right now. For this to be 3-minute rounds, I didn't expect this. And she is tagging Amanda Serrano with that jab. And she's countering, pull counter. Amanda Serrano is cut. I think she's cut. Is she cut? I have to get a good look at that. It looks like Amanda Serrano is cut right on the nose. I think Amanda Serrano is cut on the nose. Woo! We got a little swelling on Ramos's left eye, and I think Amanda Serrano is cut on the nose, right there on the bridge. Yep, slight cut. Woo! We got swelling on the eye of Ramos right there on the left eye, and a little cut on Amanda Serrano. For 3 years. An actual challenge for Amanda Serrano besides her fight with Kate Taylor. And you know what? I agree. This is what I've been waiting on for her too, because no knock on her last opponent, Erica Cruz. She's just not as technical a fighter as what I'm seeing out of Ramos right now. I agree with you, said man one. We need more of these women that are in the pool to give a, like you said, a challenge. It got boring her just walking through people. She just like, well, you know what? I can agree, it does get boring watching fighters, just walk through, all the competition. They credit her with 30 KOs or something like that. But, I wonder after this coming Olympics, will the pool grow? Because there are some good fighters that are should be making their way into the pros after the Olympics. I know they got a little time to grow in the sport, but, we just have to wait and see. Now we're in the fourth round of a 3-minute fight. 3-minute, 12-round fight. This right here, I think, is where Serrano, she's landing some hard shots, but and draw maybe. I need you to watch. You know what? In my opinion, she slowed down in that fight with Erica Cruz. She seemed to be gassed in that fight with Cruz. I'm not gonna hate her or nothing like that on her. I like Amanda Serrano, but she seemed like she was gassed in that fight. But she's turning up the pressure right now, and that left eye right now, Danila Ramos is starting to close up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Amanda Serrano, she's still getting tagged though. Danila Ramos, she's not gonna go down without a fight. Straight left from Amanda Serrano. I wonder, is this where we see Danila Ramos? She starts to slow down and plant her feet a little bit and won't move around as much. Man, I think this pressure is starting to get to Danila Ramos. This is 3-minute rounds, and we're in the fourth round of a 3-12 fight. So I wonder, is this pressure that Amanda Serrano is applying gonna get to her? Do you like Sooners? Yeah, I'm a Sooner fan, man. You know, Sooner fan, OU fan, TU fan, you know, all of that. Yeah. Who's your favorite team, man, in college? Right here, down under a minute left. Under a minute left. And they throwing some good blows. Danila Ramos is still letting her hands go, and she's going blow for blow as much as she can with Amanda Serrano. And she's definitely landing some punches, so this is not a walkthrough. She may be applying the pressure, but Danila Ramos is countering, and she's letting her hands go. She's going back. Yeah, she did talk about, I think she did say she signed, or she did sign with the PFL, a fight deal with the PFL MMA, and she is supposed to make her debut in the PFL at some point next year. I keep up with the PFL from time to time because I follow, you know, Clarissa Shields. I follow only a few fighters in the PFL, but Jake Paul, he's supposed to be making his PFL debut sometime next year. I think he'll be a good wrestler because he's actually an accomplished wrestler at like the state level or something like that. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. LSU football, okay, no problem there, no problem there. Hey man, hey, they put a hurting on my Sooners a bunch of times. I ain't gonna knock you there. Woo-wee. Power punches to the head. We got 48-14 in favor of Serrano right now. What's the big money fights besides Taylor? Is it even happening? Is she fighting Baumgartner, aka Cheater? That is a big fight. Alicia Baumgartner and Amanda Serrano. But there are some big fights that can be made. It just depends on the weight that, you know, if she's willing to move up in weight. Because right now, 126, what is this, 130 featherweight? Then 126, which is featherweight. And then you got 130, which is super featherweight. Is that right? I'm saying it wrong. But she can move up and possibly fight Katie Taylor again. Or, you know, if she's willing to go up even higher, she could challenge Chantel Cameron. Michaela Mayer is in that weight class right now. Also, Natasha Jonas has moved back down to 147 after she claimed a few titles at 154. So, I mean, there's some big fights. It just depends on when her PFL debut is supposed to take place and what she wants to do. Josh Masundin, I believe that's how you say your name. All right, man, I see you. Fifth round. It's some decent action. The same pressure being applied from Amanda Serrano, catching her with a stiff jab. That left eye is looking, crazy right now. But both these ladies, their legs look strong. They're throwing their punches. So we might get at least 2 more solid rounds out of this. I don't see any big cuts coming. Why Taylor won't fight her again? She will fight her, but when Katie Taylor lost that decision to Chantel Cameron the first time, she had that rematch clause, so she's gonna fight Chantel Cameron again November 25th. So after that, they're gonna try to get that rematch worked out with her and Serrano. That left eye, she's not taking that much damage anymore on it. Dalton Robertson, who do you think is winning the fight as of right now? As of right now, I got Amanda Serrano ahead. As of right now, and this is in 5 rounds, I got Amanda Serrano ahead by 1 round. Honestly, that's me. But the way Danila Ramos is moving, her legs still seem fresh, so she seems like she's conditioned right now for this fight. Mayer really needs to work on her speed with her size. Yeah, I agree. She does need to work on her speed, and she needs to work on a gas tank. That last fight, it really wasn't her. What we can say is her fault, because even if you have a step-in opponent, you still have to have a gas tank to last the duration of a 10-round fight. She had ran through, like, there was supposed to be, I think, 2 or 3 different opponents. Christina Leonardo was supposed to be the opponent at one point, but she had backed out or something, couldn't get travel or something like that at that time. And then one person was supposed to step in, she backed out. I did videos on this stuff too. And then she had her opponent who stepped in, and she just didn't look that good. Going into the 6th round, are you going to talk about the Fury fight tomorrow? I'm going to try to. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Fury versus Ngannou. I like Fury. I like Ngannou. But I'm just ready for the undisputed match. I'm ready for the undisputed match with Usyk, man. They gotta quit all this talking, and the heavyweights got to start banging. Hey, $80 for a fight. There you go. I'm not paying $80 to watch Fury beat up Ngannou in a boxing fight. I like Ngannou. I like them. But nah, if I'm going to pay $80, I want to see Usyk versus Fury and whatever else they got on the undercard. I'll pay for that. Guarantee you that. Is Choi coming back? I don't know if she is. I heard she's supposed to. That's the one who's supposed to fight Alicia Baumgardner for that title, because somebody else was elevated. But I don't know about that yet. Straight left hand from Amanda Serrano right here. We in the 6th round. Again, remember, these are 3-minute rounds, so I got a little time to talk about stuff in between. Don't worry, I got you guys. But as of right now, Danila Ramos showing a little bit of fatigue right now. Because remember, guys, about the first minute of the 7th round is where the end of the 10th round or something like that would be for the women naturally in the 2-minute rounds. But Danila Ramos showing just a little bit of fatigue, but she's still moving and letting her hands go. That left eye is starting to close up just a little bit. She's getting a little sloppy with her movement. And I told you guys in my last video, you go back and watch it. I said I thought Amanda Serrano could probably get a stoppage somewhere around the 7th or 8th round. Amanda Serrano, she's looking fresh. She's still looking the same as how she started, digging down to the body. Woo, good body shot. This is where she's going to try to separate herself, digging down to the body and then going right back upstairs. Yes, Ramos. And as of right now, I haven't heard if Alicia Baumgardner is suspended or fined or anything. Talk about the fighting, man. I'm subscribing. I appreciate you, Dalton. Thank you for subscribing, brother. Make sure you share it with your peoples. I do this all the time because I love the sport, and I love when we all come together and talk about this stuff. I appreciate you, brother. Good right hand from Amanda Serrano. She's getting that left eye to close up a lot more right there. Digging down to the body and then going back upstairs. Down to 10 seconds left in the 6th round. Left hook right there. Going back upstairs. Danila Ramos has slowed down. Her feet are getting flat, and she slowed down. Now this is just target practice for Amanda Serrano. Another solid round. Another solid round. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for subscribing. Said man one. Miss Hardy versus Amanda. Is it worth it? It was okay. It wasn't the best showing for Amanda Serrano. I like Heather Hardy. I'm not saying it as like she put on just a masterclass performance or whatever, but it wasn't the best performance out of Amanda Serrano. I say it's worth the watch. You know, if you're a fan of Amanda Serrano, I say it's worth the watch. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this real quick, like I did the last time. Digging down to the body, upstairs. Digging down to the body. Then going back upstairs, left hook right there. Yep. I show you guys some of this stuff from time to time. I don't want them to take down my channel for legally streaming and all that. I ain't gonna do that, but I'm gonna get you guys some action on here a little bit. All right, we in the 7th round. So this is where I said I think Amanda Serrano can get the job done. We beat y'all Steelers. Yeah, y'all beat us, man. I ain't gonna make no excuses for my squad. We struggling. Our defense is struggling, but you know, it is what it is. What do you make of Jake Paul shooting out all these small fighters? Do you think it's good for the sport? I'd say it's okay for the sport. I'm not the biggest fan of Jake Paul. Good 1-2 from Amanda Serrano right there. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna answer your question, Dalton. Give me 1 second, brother. Amanda Serrano has got Danila Ramos backing up, but her feet are flat. She's not on her toes as much. She's definitely 1-2 right down the middle, right there. Boom, boom. Yep, stalking her, adding that pressure. Okay, I say Jake Paul, he's doing good for the sport, bringing a new wave of younger fans into the sport. But the only problem that I have with Jake Paul is he's making these young fans believe that he's doing something great as far as fighting the UFC fighters. I'm not the biggest fan of that. If you want to be a world champion, at some point you're going to have to fight other boxers who are, within the rankings to get a world title shot. And I think he can do it at some point. I'm not going to lie. He's got some talent, but in order to grow as a fighter, you have to fight other fighters who are on your level or sometimes even, right just a little bit above your level so you can grow as a fighter and become a champion. That's just what I believe, And Logan Paul doing the same thing. Yep. I mean, hey, if they can make their money off of it, I ain't gonna knock them. But if you want to be a world champion, in all honesty, you gotta fight the other boxers. All right, y'all. So we down to 30 seconds left in the 7th round, and Amanda Serrano is still applying that pressure. Excuse me. Danila Ramos is slowed down, and she's just trying to throw something and land something right here. She's moving, but it's not the movement that she had early. Amanda Serrano cuts that ring off. I think she can possibly stop her. Let me give you guys some of this action right here, man. Check out some of these replays. Bare Knuckle got the best price per month. You know what? I'm friends with a bunch of bare knuckle fighters too on my other social media. One of the women that I follow, Pittman. Her last name is Pittman. She's a good one. That is like Tyron Woodley and the Silver are better than some of these young fighters. They want Jake to fight. It's harder than to take the fight. You know what? I agree. They are better than some of these younger fighters. But, what I'm getting at as far as Jake Paul fighting the fighters is that, like, I'm from Oklahoma, and one of the rising heavyweight boxers out of Oklahoma is named Jeremiah Dreamland Milton. He's what is he, 10-0 with 7 knockouts. And he's fought on ESPN a few times, and he was going to fight on a Jake Paul undercard as well. But he's rangy. He can fight from cruiserweight to heavyweight. And what I'm saying, for Jake Paul being under 10 fights, you should possibly fight fighters like that, that are in that range, to get ranking so that you can become a world champion. That's all I'm saying. But he's doing some good, bringing the views though. No knock. 8th round right here. 8th round of the 12 3-minute round fights right here. I give Danila Ramos her credit. She may be a little bit fatigued. That left eye is closed up just enough to where she's constantly moving to try to be able to see Amanda Serrano. But she's letting her hands go when she can. She's letting her hands go. Counter left hook right there from her. 1-2, but doesn't connect right there. Amanda Serrano is still walking her down, still making her work. Still making her work. Both ladies have slowed down, but Amanda Serrano, she's got heart, and she's a warrior. She's pushing through. She's trying to track her down, and she's cutting the ring off now. 1-2 right down the middle from Amanda Serrano right there. That put her feet flat right there. This is my biggest gripe with Amanda and Clarissa. Where's the KO power if you're dominating the whole fight? And I agree. The difference with Amanda Serrano and Clarissa Shields is, with Clarissa Shields, if you ever watch Clarissa Shields fight, she doesn't turn her punches over the way a lot of other fighters do. She still got to learn that. And I think she will at some point. You got to remember, she's 26, 27 years old, but she fights kind of like that raw amateur style, that kind of almost like you're clubbing a little bit. She doesn't turn her punches over that well and she doesn't plant her feet properly sometimes to get the KO power. Now, Amanda Serrano, the majority of her KOs came way early in her career. So now she's 35, and I would say she's still the top of her game as far as the talent pool, but we would say her knockout days are, starting to be behind her. Dig down to the 1-2 down the middle from Serrano. There you go. She sit down on those. She got her feet flat. Uppercut from Amanda Serrano. Danila Ramos is letting her hands go. She's not going to let this. Whenever she gets flat, she is not letting this fight get away from her. Clash of heads right there at the end of the 8th round. Clash of heads. Gotta watch the heads. That's the same thing that happened last time when she fought Erica Cruz. They clacked heads, and Erica Cruz was like bleeding from the top of her skull the whole fight. It was brutal. It looked like a Rocky fight. We'll get you guys in. This is crazy. Woo! 688 punches. Amanda Serrano has landed 214 punches in this fight, and Danila Ramos has only landed 75. Woo! Woo! Man, oh man. I'm gonna let you guys get some of this action in this round. This is the 9th round. We got to see what Danila Ramos does. I'm going to get you guys early action. I thought it was going to be a knockout by this round. Before this round. I wonder what's going to happen. We'll give you guys about another 20 seconds of this round before they try to shut me down. No, Dalton, I haven't seen him fight yet. I've only seen a few clips of him. I haven't seen him fight yet. But that's I agree. That's what they're saying. He looks like he's gonna be the next big thing in boxing. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for him though, for sure. All right, that's the first minute of the ninth round right there. As you guys can see, Amanda Serrano is still applying that pressure and still digging down to the body, still trying to get Danila Ramos to slow her down. She typically has been slowing down towards the last minute of the each round. So Amanda Serrano is pretty much winning majority of almost every round. Amanda Serrano's whole woman in power is cringe and annoying. LOL. Besides that, she seems cool. I mean, you know, hey, they gotta said man one. They gotta fight for what they feel they believe. You know, everybody got that right. Ooh, good uppercut right there from Amanda Serrano. I wonder, is it gonna come now? Will the knockout come? But you know, everybody has something they want to fight for, and you know, it's just blasted right there in our face all the time. So I get it. I get it. But let's see. Down to 1 minute left in the ninth round. Amanda Serrano sitting down on her punches. Thinks she's trying to figure out a way to get her up out of there. Good jab from Ramos. Good dig to the body from Amanda Serrano. It's just like this, boxing and not politics. I mean, yeah. Do you watch boxing or like all sports? Like NFL, NBA. Yes, I watch NFL, NBA. I keep up with all of the NFL as much as possible. My favorite team is the Rams. I watch as much NBA as I can. You know, 82 game seasons, and you got games on almost every night. But boxing is a lot of my main focus. I do watch the UFC. I'm not the most knowledgeable person on everybody in the UFC, but like the big name fighters, John Jones, you know, the old school UFC days, GSP, all those guys, you know, I watch those guys. I prefer WNBA to NBA. You know what? I've seen a lot of people say that lately. I don't know if I do prefer it just yet, but I do like my favorite NBA player, WNBA player, is Candace Parker. I always liked her. Always liked her. First woman to dunk twice in the same game. Oh yeah. I think that was another round for Amanda Serrano. And I think she's pulling up, separating herself in this by a long shot. This should be this. If this goes the distance, this will be a unanimous decision. That's great to know because boxing and NFL are my top. But I'm a Browns fan. I've been my whole life, so I'm curious. I don't know how they're gonna do. I just think with the Browns, they got to get something out of Deshaun Watson. That guaranteed money, I don't want to see it to go to waste. You know, AJ Wilson is way better, and they're on the same team. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I believe it. I believe Wilson is the best player on that team. Just my all-time favorite player to watch is Candace Parker. But you got to remember, Candace Parker, she's like retired this year, the next year, whichever one, it's that time almost for her. So yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, she do got that dog in her too. I like the way they celebrate for their parades, man. They go in. Vegas Aces. All right, we in the 10th round, 2 minutes down, and Amanda Serrano is still. This is. I would say this is a typical performance for Amanda Serrano. I don't want to say Ramos is here to survive. I don't want to say Ramos is here to survive, but that's what it's kind of looking like. Adam Cochran will this go the distance? Got beta on either fighter. It's looking like it's gonna go the distance by the way Ramos is moving. She's not hurt. Her legs seem to still be fresh. She's got a second win. Amanda Serrano, she's just kind of overreaching, so she's not really in position to get a stoppage. So I think it might go to full distance. It's 6 more minutes for women. So I'm guessing it might go to distance. Yeah, not buying Serrano fights anymore, personally, unless it's Taylor or something. But you know what? This one I didn't have. I don't know where you are, Sandman One, but I didn't have to buy this one. It's on the Zone. It's free here in the U.S. I know they flip flop it. Like some countries have to buy it on pay-per-view or something like that. But yeah, Serrano is going. She's seeming like she's trying to close the distance and go for it right here. Oh, she's got her hurt. Serrano's got her hurt. She's got her up against the ropes. Ramos is holding on. Wow, she's got her hurt. I don't know if she can. She got to cut her off. She made it out. Ramos made it out to the 11th round. Woo! Oh. Whoa. 24-9. This is only 5 hours. You know what? The Zone actually has a good line of fights coming up real soon. Ryan Garcia will be making his ring return. But watch this, though. You get some good action in this round. Yeah, that was a bad deal when Chubb went down, man. I honestly thought that was his career. I thought the way his leg bent back, I thought that was the end of his career. See Ramos holding on right there. She got tagged and she was hurt. You can see that fatigue setting in right there. Woo! Oh yeah, Puka. I'm reading the end of it. Puka Nakua. That's his name. Yeah, he's leading all rookies in receiving yards, and he's actually 3rd overall in receiving yards amongst all receivers in the league right now. So that's our shining star right there, baby. Woo! All right, here we go. Serrano's letting the pressure go real early, and she's letting her hands go. She's closing the distance. Ramos is she's stumbling. Serrano's got her stumbling. Down to the body and back upstairs. Serrano is putting that pressure on. Nice. She's going for it. She's going for it. The only problem I have with Serrano sometimes is when she comes in, she dips her head. If she comes in and keeps her head up, I think she can go for that, get that knockout. That left eye of Ramos is closing up even more. It's swelling. It's got a little mouse on there now. And she's holding. Don't let her hold, ref. She's holding. Serrano knows it. If she can keep her from holding, she knows she can get it. Down to 1:45. Supposed to say who he is fighting after this fight, so I'm wondering who that'll be. Yeah, I'm wondering who he's going to fight too. I honestly hope it's somebody that's going to challenge him. They were talking about he might announce he's going to fight KSI or something like that. I don't want to see him fight KSI. If it's the rematch with Tommy Fury, I guess I'll be interested in that. But other than that, I want to see him fight somebody who's going to challenge him. Down to a minute left. Straight right hand from Amanda Serrano. She still has this lady on the back foot, and she's hurting her, but she just can't close the distance enough or cut her off enough to get her to go down. Definitely a good fight, though. It was a good fight early. I'm going to say that. It was definitely a good fight early. I thought Mike Perry was replacing Dennis. I'm not sure about that one. Amanda Serrano, she's showing a little fatigue, trying to catch Danila Ramos. Danila Ramos, she's just throwing those counter hooks and moving side to side. That's all she's doing. Amanda Serrano got to stop following her around and cut her off. She's winning the round, but she got to stop following her around. No, it won't, because he said it's going to be a pro boxer. Plus, I think KSI is too scared. You know what? You might be right. I don't even like KSI like that. I don't even think he's that good of a boxer, to be honest with you. I don't even think he's got anywhere near the skill Jake Paul has. I'm just being perfectly honest. Oh, man, Serrano got stumbled by a hook. All right, we are here. We've made it to the 12th round. We have made it to the 12th round in a women's boxing match that has 3-minute rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what this last round looks like. It's a good exchange right there. Good exchange. I wonder how she's able to land these punches like that moving backwards, man. It's just, you gotta dig your feet in at some point and land something. See, it's almost like she's just there to survive a little bit, right? She just punch, move. Almost, a lot of people say, oh, that's all Mayweather did. Well, Mayweather could actually put his feet down and punch sometimes. They having a party out there in Miami. All right, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys the last minute of this round. They're throwing. 1-2s right down the middle from both fighters. They are letting it go. I mean, yeah, he looked decent against he looked decent against Nate Diaz. In all honesty, I feel like Jake Paul, if he would have turned his punches over, he probably could have got a TKO on Nate Diaz. But then again, that speaks to Nate Diaz as a fighter. Oh, she's hurt. Ramos is hurt. She's back to moving. You got to cut her off. Man, there you go. She's cutting her off. Now they letting their hands go. Good exchange. Ramos holding on. Under 2 minutes left in this round. Remember, guys, hold tight because I'm going to give you that last minute of this round. And let's hope it be like when she fought Katie Taylor and they just started letting their hands go crazy. Let's hope for that. Somebody's got to go down. That left eye is shut. Woo! Straight left. Oh, she's going down. Oh, they called it no knockdown. She was hurt. Ramos was hurt. I think she's going to go for it. I think she's going to go for it. Yep. Man, Serrano's going for it. We got the last minute right here for you guys. I'm going to let you guys watch it. Ramos was hurt. And she was going down, but she held on just like that right there. She held on. That's Danila Ramos. Her left eye is almost swollen shut. She's trying to make it. She's trying to make it the distance. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate you for tuning in. Just letting them hands go. There you go. Down to 30 seconds in the 12th round of this 12 3-minute round fight. Letting their hands go. 20 seconds left. And she's trying to make it out of this round. I think she's trying to make it out of this round. This is interesting. I like this fight, man. She's holding. Under 10 seconds left. Let's go. Let them go. Let your hands go. Boom. And that's the final bell. They went the distance, ladies and gentlemen. They went the distance. They went the distance. They went the distance. I believe Amanda Serrano won this fight unanimously, but I'm going to keep you guys on live until the final announcement. I give Danila Ramos 2 out of these 12 rounds. That's the way I seen it. I gave her the first round and the third round. That was it. It was kind of mid. Yeah, it was. You know, it wasn't no big punches because Danila Ramos, she moved around so much to the point where she couldn't even land much of anything. I bet it's gonna be Jake Paul versus Nico Ali Wash. Man, I would not want to see Nico Ali Wash fight. Let me tell you something. Nico Ali Wash made his debut here in my hometown, and it was a good debut. And he fought here like a total of 3 times. The second time he fought here, he got another win, but it was a close one. And then he fought again. Before that, he ended up getting a draw. So back in August, he fought here again. And I was sitting here, I was watching it, and I'm like, man, if he don't get this small guy off of him, he's going to lose. And he ended up losing the fight. And I told people, I am not the person that's the hater. I'm just here to call it like it is. Just because you are the grandson or you're related to Muhammad Ali, that does not mean you are entitled to greatness. You got to put the work in. And he expected to win, but no, you got beat, son. You got to learn. I don't know, man. For me, that Cruz Serrano was a classic. That set the bar for me. Yeah, it could. It was good. I really like Erica Cruz though. The way she persevered in that fight after she got cut early, I really like her. I started following her after that. Cause I was like, man, I thought they was gonna stop the fight, or I thought her corner was gonna stop the fight, but they didn't. And she fought through, and she fought all the way through, and she lost. But hey, it is what it is. Because it was unexpected versus yeah, it was unexpected. Yeah, I agree. Yep, I agree. I didn't know much of I didn't know much of Erica Cruz before that fight. I had to go back and watch a lot of her fights. And yeah, she was tough, but I didn't think she could be that tough. I agree. It would make sense because let's not act like Jake's a great boxer. Let's not act like Jake's a great boxer. You're right. I don't think Jake's a great boxer. I think it would be competitive. Nico has the name, so it'd be smart. That'd be a great business choice. Who's that? Luke Malloy, I believe is how you say it. Luke Malloy. I agree. That fight with the names and everything would definitely. I'd watch it. I agree. Moon. Skip, the winner has not been announced just yet. They're still getting the gloves off, but I'm going to keep you guys online until they announce it. Who do you think will win tomorrow? Because I feel Francis can land that one punch. If anyone can do it, he can. I still think Fury's going to win. I think Fury, as a lot of boxers do with MMA fighters, they wear them out in the later rounds and they win the fight in the later rounds. Where's Estrada? Senicia Estrada. Senicia Estrada is actually in my top 5 pound for pound for women. She had surgery on her hand not too long ago, and she is just been cleared to start training again. So she's back training again. I think she's supposed to announce a undisputed fight coming here soon. Show the screen when Jake Paul announces his next opponent. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that for you. I got you. Hey man, I try. Malloy, I got you. Luke Malloy, I got you. But yeah, as you guys can see, Amanda Serrano won it by unanimous decision. And it was more so survival mode. Who's this manly looking chick right here? Is that a man? She is big. She looks like she's about 6'5". I feel having Mike Tyson in his corner is a cheat code, but I want to see John Fury versus Mike Tyson. You know what? John Fury called out Mike Tyson so much, man. That stuff is funny, man. Was it a shutout? Yeah, Moonskid was pretty much a shutout after the first 3 rounds. I gave Danila Ramos the first round and the third round. After that, Amanda Serrano kind of took over with her pressure and definitely put a lot of pressure on. And Danila Ramos didn't land anything of significance. She landed some counter punches, some body punches whenever she, got cut off. But outside of that, it wasn't much. So we're going to see. I'm going to keep you guys online. Amanda Serrano won. I'm going to keep you guys online. Let's see who Jake Paul announces who he's fighting next. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Thank you, guys. Y'all make this worth the while. Had to turn it up a little bit. I can't speak Spanish no more, but muchas gracias. I know that means thank you. If Jake Paul is a phony boxer, why do people care about his fight so much? I mean, hey, you know, people they want to see him be actual boxers. I will say that. Because, you know, the conditioning from MMA to boxing is very, very different. I know that much I can say because I boxed for a spell, but you know, I want to see Jake Paul fight the guys who actually live the boxing lifestyle. So it's no knock on him because again, he's making his money, he's bringing viewers to the sport. So you know, if he continues to do what he do, no knock. But if he wants to be a world champion, I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight, you know, the top guys. Well, I wouldn't say he actually proved himself because, you know, he lost to an actual boxer. It was a split decision, but I want to see him try to become a world champion. So, you know, I want to see that. Jake Paul is mad entertaining and keeps you hooked. Some want to see him win, some want to see him lose. He plays it. And you know what? Luke, that's a fact. He is entertaining. I will never knock him on that. And that's exactly what made Floyd Mayweather so popular. People bought his fights just to see him lose if he could lose. He could walk away right now and be the top name is what I mean. Nah, Moonskin, I didn't see the face-off with Bivol and Bettervive. I didn't know they did a face-off. I have to tune in for that. You gotta admit, Jake Paul has improved great. I feel he's better than people say, because yeah, he has improved. You know, but once he gets upwards of like 10 or so fights, you know, you want to be a world champion at some point. You know, you got to start taking those risks. Yeah, I watched this Netflix documentary. I watched it. It was interesting, and it was good. I thought it was pretty good. It was interesting. It explained a lot too. Yeah, just like you said. And he did look good against Anderson Silva. I thought he didn't look as great against Nate Diaz as he did against Anderson Silva, but I agree. Yeah, man. So, who y'all think? Who's that? Jerry Ortiz. Hey, Puerto Rico pride. I see you, man. If I could say it in Spanish for you, I'd say it. Hate that they forcing his brother on us in the WWE. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I like the WWE, man. WWE just came to my town, and I took my son for his birthday. And I got to sit in the VIP section with him. We brought home our stuff, you know. But hey, they gonna fight Rey Mysterio at the Crown Jewel, so I'm gonna watch it too.
What a night! History has been made. 12 rounds. It goes the distance. 3 minutes per round.
All right, y'all. So tell me, who do you think is gonna be Jake Paul's next opponent? Tell me who you think. You think LA Knight is corny? Hey, man, you know, he's all right. He's all right. Ready for the Judgment Day and Damage Control to be over. I agree. I do not like the I do not like the bloodline. Who is that? Not Damage Control. I don't like the bloodline. They just boring to me, man. He said Nico Ali Wash. Mad great in the WWE. I went to SmackDown a few weeks ago. Hey, man, SmackDown was popping when they came to our town. John Cena came out and all that. I wanted to be Jorge so bad. Who's that? Masvidal? I believe that's how you say his name. Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Because he did announce he wanted to fight. think Judgment Day should be Dom and Rhea. I don't care about the other two. Is it confirmed that he will fight his next opponent tonight? I don't know. Moonskit, I believe that. I hope I'm saying that right. One of the guys in here said that he will be announcing his next opponent tonight. So that's why I said I'm gonna keep you guys on live so y'all can see it. Hopefully it's coming after they show these highlights. I'll let you guys catch up on these highlights. With all the street fights that Masvidal went through, he would be a tough opponent. Yeah, I think so too. Who's that? Jace Jose 1. Yep, that could definitely be a tough fight. Finn and Damian have no charisma. Yeah, I don't like Finn Balor, however you say his name is. He's not my favorite to watch. Okay, Luke, I'm gonna keep you guys on live so we can see it. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm gonna keep you guys on live. Jake said after the fight he's gonna announce it. It might just be on his Twitter. Who knows? Well, yeah, I'm gonna keep it on live here till this go off. That way, if they do some type of announcement, we'll see. But if not, I'll go ahead and drop a video after this live video, talking about him, his opponent, and it's going to be December 15th. So I'll go ahead and watch some film and tell you guys who I think is going to win. Yes, that's Holly Holmes. She's been there talking the whole time.
Body head, and it was just a little too much for Ramos, but Ramos, she had her moments in the fight.
Yeah, she got her value. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. She was there. She was there the whole time. She was commentating. Layla Ali was sitting like somewhere right here behind her in the front row.
Championship boxing, but also, did we forget about the knockout of the night? Did we forget about it? The only knockout of the night.
Oh, here's the knockout of the night. Boom! Woohoo! Boom! Man, I was watching that fight before I went live. I should have went live with that fight. I was like, man, that was a hell of a knockout. Yeah, I like Holly Holm when she was boxing. She fought really well. She beat Christy Martin years back too. When she went MMA, I thought it was a good move for her to make a little bit of money and whatnot. But I liked her as a boxer too because she was definitely skilled. I thought she was really good. I thought she was good. You know me. She was a champion when she was boxing. I thought she was good.
It's done for today, but we have more to come before the year is done.
All right, let's see it.
You folks, you don't want to miss two things that are starting tomorrow. Fury versus Ngannou. The Zone is covering exclusively across the world, outside of the UK, Ireland, the US, and Canada. That's tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. BST. And also, we're not done here at Most Valuable Prospects. Jake Paul returns on December 15th, and joining him is H2O, Sil, Shadeja Green, Frank Holm, Cruz, Discern, and us here on Commentary.
All right.
Until next time, thank you, folks. We are out of here.
Nope, they didn't announce it. So you guys might have to tune in to Jake Paul's Twitter. So yeah, if you guys tune in to Jake Paul's Twitter, let me know who do you think. Let me know who's gonna win that fight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. That is the official end of this live stream. See you guys next time. Make sure you tune in. I will be covering David Benavidez versus Demetrius Boo Boo Andrew. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. I will drop live for Chantel Cameron versus Katie Taylor. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Follow me on the other Instagram at KJ the Great 09. Thank you guys. Peace.